What's up, fellas? It's Fari. Let's get it. Like, comment, and subscribe only if you fuck with it. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at organic.fari. So I'm assuming you clicked on this video because you want to reprogram your reality, brother. You want to make more money, you want to attract quality women, and you want a better physique. But just like most men, you're failing to produce the outcomes that you desire, brother. And that's because you're not in rhythm. You're not aligning yourself with your higher self, brother. This whole world, I have a video about this. Everything is energy, brother. Everything you can think of things as sound waves and frequencies and vibrations, all of the crazy words, but it's real. So anytime that you're not aligning yourself with your higher self, brother, you're out of rhythm. And the reason why most men struggle with this is because they're overcompensating in one area. A lot of men are struggling because they're either in grind mode, which leads to burnout, or they're on the other end of the spectrum where they're too focused on chasing external validation, chasing pleasure, chasing women. And brother, I have a whole video about this, about me running away from pleasure. You can go down the list of videos I have to check that one out, brother. But you should be running as far away from pleasures as possible. But also, like I always say in every video, I'm not telling you that you have to suppress yourself, brother. It's about discipline and self-control. You're not supposed to live in a constant chase mode of whether it's chasing money or women, brother. That's a stressful mode to live in. That's a life where you're living from the level of awareness that is limited to just your survival instincts or your survival energy centers, brother. You got to get out of that. So in this video, I basically want to show you how I use certain habits, 4 habits specifically, to make sure that I'm staying aligned with my higher self, brother. Making sure that I'm operating at peak performance. By performing these 4 habits, brother, by aligning with my higher self, brother, by living a life where I'm living in rhythm, I am able to, all of these thought patterns and these behavior sequences, what they do is they program your subconscious mind. They program your mind, brother, subconsciously and consciously. And once your mind is reprogrammed, then you will be able to reprogram your reality, brother. Everything starts with you. I say this in almost every video. If you look at nature, most things move through phases or cycles. Nothing is in constant growth mode. Nothing is in a constant mode of dying. So if nature is behaving in this way, why don't we observe, pay attention, and implement it into our own lives, brother? Stop. I'm going to say it again. It doesn't matter which end of the spectrum you're on, you're living wrong. Grind is wrong. Pleasure is way wrong. It's definitely wrong. But the reason why you want to live in rhythm is because it creates consistency, brother. It creates consistency and discipline. And consistency is the very attribute. It's the very thing that separates the men that burn out, the men that fail, the men that give up on themselves, from the men that build empires, brother. From the men that go on to evolve and ascend to the highest level of being that they can ascend to. Which one do you want to be, brother? It's that simple. It's your choice. Stop pointing the finger. Stop looking at external situations, external stimuli, external validation, brother. Look within. Look in the mirror. The world is reflecting back to your own state of being. Once you grasp this idea, this is when you will actually begin to become a co-creator, brother, and start creating this reality that you live in. So the first habit is rest, brother. I'm mainly speaking about sleep here, and not too many people speak about this online. Sleep is very important, brother. This is where, for instance, when you're working out in the gym, your muscles are growing while you sleep. Your brain and your mind is healing itself and reconstructing cells and creating new cells while you sleep, brother. Sleep is a very important part of this journey. Think about a lion. A lion doesn't hunt all day, brother. A lion lounges around all day, and it fucking goes and it kills something, it eats, and then it lounges for a little bit, brother. I'm not telling you to lounge, but once again, look at nature. Things move in cycles and phases. But when it comes to rest, we're not only speaking about going to sleep, brother. We're also speaking about taking care of your brain, taking care of your mind, going on walks, spending time with loved ones. We'll talk about spending time with loved ones a little later, but brother, I just want you to get out of this mind state that you feel like you have to grind. Yes, action is necessary. Action is required. Constant and consistent action is required, but that's the key word. constant and consistent action is required. In order to become consistent, you must avoid burnout. In order to avoid burnout, you must not just focus all of your attention on one area of life. Think about it, brother. You see a lot of niggas that have nice bodies, they're strong as shit, but they're broke as hell and dumb. You might have a dude that's smart as hell, but his body is ass, he got no money. Then you have the guy who has money, but he's dumb and he's fat as hell. Brother, don't you want to check off every single box? I know that I do, brother, and that's why I'm up here sharing these tactics with you guys, because it may seem minuscule and not really relevant. Brother, everything that you've been doing in life has not been working, and it's gotten you to the place that you are now. I'm not the most successful person, but I've seen success in my life, brother. The times that I was the most successful in my life is when I did these things that I'm talking to you about today. So pay attention, brother. Get your rest. 4 to 8 hours of sleep. You don't need 8 hours of sleep every day, especially if you have a super busy schedule and you're trying to squeeze a lot of things in, brother. You may have to sacrifice sleep. I say realistically, you don't want to get anything less than 6 hours of sleep. But me, for my personal life, I say the minimum amount of sleep that I want to get is 4 hours. So that includes weekends, brothers. That includes when you're chilling with the girl, brother. If you know you need to get up at 4 a.m., you need to make sure you're in bed by 8:30. Now, if you're out chilling, worst case scenario, you know you need to be in bed by midnight. I don't recommend sleeping 4 hours, brother, but I'm just saying that's the range that you want to get. You want to make sure you're getting 4 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. And then also in this habit, when we talk about rest, we're also talking about resting the brain, renewing the brain. So walks, holding the meds, bro. Sometimes you need to just sit still, get off the phone, stop watching TV, stop texting people back, get off of YouTube. Just sit there and think, bro. Be one with yourself. Rest, bro. Take it easy. So now the second habit we're going to talk about is fitness. Brother, we talk about it in every single video. If you're a fat fucking slob or you're a skinny ass, lame ass nigga, brother, you have some work to do. And I'm not speaking on this from a stance of being vain, but brother, don't you want to look good, brother? I know you want to attract women. That's why you clicked on this video, brother. That's why you're on YouTube all fucking days, because you want to improve your life so you can attract women, make more money. I promise you, brother, if you get on a consistent fitness routine, you will make more money, you will attract quality women, and you will build your physique, brother. It's really simple. This is what I will tell you guys. The information is there. All of the information is online. You're not lacking the information. You're lacking the implementation, brother. And you're also lacking the internal softwares to fully understand and grasp these concepts, because if you did, you would be implementing them in your life, brother. How many videos do you need to watch of a nigga on the screen telling you to get your lazy ass in the gym, to get your lazy ass on a pull-up bar, to get your lazy ass on the ground and do some fucking push-ups, brother? Enough is enough, brother. Enough is a fucking enough. Brethren, please promise me that I'm not going to spend too much time on fitness in this video because I'll be getting on your ass a lot. But please, brother, just promise me that you're going to implement fitness into your life. I don't care if you're going to the gym 5 days a week. I don't care if you're going to the gym 3 days a week. I don't care if you're going to the calisthenics park. I don't care if you're doing 100 push-ups at home, brother. Just make sure every single day you're doing something physical. In a lot of my other videos, I go into a lot more detail on why fitness is important. But if you have any questions, go ahead, DM me on Instagram, and we could talk a little bit more about that. Fitness is something. I have a couple fitness programs where I can teach you how to gain 10 pounds of muscle if you're a skinny guy. If you're fat as shit, I can help you lose some weight, brother. At the end of the day, it all boils down to nutrition. So now the next habit that you want to do is you want to grind, brother, whether that's at your job, school, or work. I said the same thing. Your job, school, or your purpose, brother. Those are the three options. You must be giving your gifts to the world every single day, unattached to the outcomes, brother. Give your gifts in your world. Give your gifts and your love to the world, brother, and women. But specifically, this habit right here is grinding. Grind, especially when you don't feel like it. Grind when your pockets is empty, brother. Grind when you don't got no haircut. Grind when that girl just broke your fucking heart. Grind when your car break down, brother. Grind, grind, grind. I know I just said earlier it's not all about grind, 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 but we work in phases. There's a season for everything under the sun. There's a time and place for everything. There's a time to grind, brother. Sometimes you have to lock off all distractions. Lock yourself in the room, either literally or theoretically. Lock yourself in the room, brother. Get to fucking work. Every man needs a mission, brother. I don't care if you don't have a job. If you have a car, brother, go do some fucking DoorDash. Generate some money, brother. Go add some value to the marketplace. Go add some value to the world, brother. And obviously, yes, we do this because we need to survive. We need to generate money to pay bills. We need to generate money to pay for our food. But, brother, there's something spiritual about putting in work, brother. At the end, I'm telling you right now, think about it. The days that you don't work hard, brother, you feel lame as shit at the end of the day. You feel like a lazy ass nigga. The days that you put in an honest amount of work, brother, that you put in a real effective grind, brother, that you added some value to the marketplace, you feel better, brother, within your soul, brother. And once you do that, brother, now we get to the part where this is the part that a lot of you niggas focus on. And you want to know how I know, brother? Because this right here, this habit right here is, this shit had me fucked up for a minute, brother. I thought this is what life was about, but it's not. Don't overcompensate in one area. But the last habit you want to implement into your life, brother, is making love, brother. Yes, making love. I'm not one of these niggas on YouTube that's going to tell you to stay away from women. That's going to tell you to hold your seed or semen retention, even though it has its benefits, brother. Trust me, semen retention has its benefits. Why do you think boxers hold their seed in before fights? I know personally when I go some time without shabamming, I could literally feel that energy circulating through me, brother. Remember, sexual energy is very important. Yes, you want to circulate that through your body, and we talk about sexual transmutation on this channel, brother. But you want to make love, bro. I literally mean you want to make love to your lady, brother. And when I say make love, yes, I mean sex, but I also mean intimacy, brother. Sexual energy is very powerful, brother. We need to learn, and it took me a while to learn this. We need to learn the difference between sex and intimacy, especially when we're dealing with a woman that we are genuinely interested in, or a woman that we are genuinely dealing with, brother. And one of the interesting things about sexual energy, brother, is that that's the same energy. It's just all the same energy. The same energy that drives your attraction and your sexual urges, brother, is the same energy that drives your ambition as well, brother. So make love, brother. Do not suppress yourself. Do not suppress yourself. Enjoy feminine energy. Knock something down, brother. Make love to your woman. Spend time around a nice looking young lady, nice body, pretty, pretty smile. She's smelling good. She looking, bro. Enjoy it, bro. That's why God put that on this earth for you. And you know, we talk about using pain as fuel a lot on this channel, brother, and thinking about all the dumbass bitches that did us wrong, brother. But love is more powerful than hate and pain, bro. So use that love. Use that sexual energy to create and lead, bro. We're not trying to be, this isn't red pill. This isn't we hate women, brother. Like, women are a very important part of life. I know they're a very important part of life for me, brother. They inspire me, bro. They literally inspire me. That energy that they cause to rush through my body, I view it as inspiration, brother. And there's times where I share that energy with them. We're able to cultivate and build that energy up together and release some of it with each other. Or, brother, I just hold on to that shit myself and go put it into my purpose, brother. But it's that simple, brother. All of these things that I just listed, you've heard. These 4 habits you've heard before, brother. You've practiced these before as well. But what you want to do is you want to live your day like this, brother. You want to live your day like this so you're in rhythm. You want to make sure that you're making time for each of these things. And then you want to repeat, brother. Rest, fitness, grind, make love. Rest, fitness, grind, make love, repeat. Rest, fitness, grind, make love, repeat. Rest, fitness, grind, make love, repeat. It's that simple, brother. If you want to enjoy your life and live a fulfilling life, brother, follow that daily routine right there. And I say this in every video, brother. The best way to accomplish a lot of the goals that you have set for yourself, especially if they are high set goals, high standard goals, brother, is you need to surround yourself with like-minded men, brother. You need to surround yourself with people that are going to hold you accountable. So if you are interested in reprogramming your mind, brother, so that you can reprogram your reality, so that you can start making more money, so you can start attracting quality women, so you can start building the physique that you want, brother, so that you can join a community and a brotherhood of like-minded men, brother, click the link in the bio, book a call. We'll see if we're a good fit. But that's the video for today, guys. I'm out.